why should young people, general public of young people, and perhaps young people that come from a traditional background, why should they study the Aleppo Codex and its history?
Good question. I would think that, first of all, the Aleppo Codex, to some degree, almost parallels a lot of our own personal Jewish history. Here is something which originates in Israel, which is captured by crusaders. If you're talking about a human being, this could be the story of a Jew, right? Created in Tiberias, captured by crusaders in Jerusalem, ransomed by Jews in Cairo, moved from Cairo to Aleppo, Syria, spirited by the Mossad, attacked by anti-Semites, spirited by the Mossad back to the state of Israel. It's first of all an intriguing story in and of itself. It's a story, I think, that parallels a lot of the Jewish people, right? We all originated in Israel, as our soul came from Israel, but where did it go? Who was it captured by? How was it redeemed? Where did it end up? So to some degree, I think study of the Aleppo Codex is really study of our own personal histories. And it does present fascinating insights into different Jewish communities. Tiberias, which today is a commercial and tourist center. You go there to go swimming in the Canary, but people don't realize that Tiberia was one of the great Torah centers of our history. So it gives you a new appreciation of some aspects of the land of Israel. The recognition of the fascination of the Karaites and the Talmidei Chachamim of the Rabbinites with the Aleppo Codex. Again, if you are interested in Chumash, if you're interested in Torah Sheba'al Peh, Mefarshim, this is something of interest in general. The fact that it is seen and discussed by the Rambam is just amazing, and that his great grandson takes it to Aleppo. So I think there's a lot of I think that's a fascinating story in and of itself, and the Fostat community is a fascinating community. Then the Aleppo community, there is a large Syrian community today in Israel, in New York, in Deal, and this is part of their heritage. And a lot of young people have only heard of Aleppo in the context of the of wars in Syria. I think to think of Aleppo as one of the great Jewish communities of the world, with scholars and preserving. I mean, when you think about the fact that here is this thing comes there in the 14th century and is there for until 1947. And then in hiding until 1958, and now it's in the state of Israel. I mean, that in and of itself, that longevity of the preservation and the degree of veneration for it is also interesting, and something to think about in terms of the Aleppo community. And then its current. I find it interesting that here is a sovereign state that's just got enough. Not like the state of Israel didn't have enough problems in 1958. Right, that the president is worried about getting some obscure book from a city in Aleppo, which some Syrian family has hidden. Is when the Quran calls us al-Kitab, the people of the book. This is a classic example. That's not what the Quran meant, but here is a great example. The Jewish passion for the book and for the Torah, and as expressed in this book, really says something. And I tell students that there's a poem by Heinrich Heine, German poet, born Jewish, unfortunately tragically baptized, but insightful. He writes that the Torah is the portable homeland of the Jewish people, and he's so correct. Jews moving around Tveria, Yerushalayim, Fostat, Cairo, Aleppo, Iran, Turkey, Israel. That whole movement, that's the one constant in Jewish geography. The one constant in Jewish history is the book, the Torah. And the Aleppo Codex, I think, represents that in an amazing and beautiful way. And so that's why I would probably encourage people to look into it, to read about it. There are various books about it, but
Excellent. Okay, this has been absolutely fascinating. I know we could go on, and there's so much more to say, but I think we got an excellent taste of the Aleppo Codex, and urge all our listeners and viewers to explore it more and to check out, of course, Rabbi Becher's books and his ongoing lectures that are online on many different platforms. Rabbi Becher, thank you so much for your today's most appreciated.
Thank you for having me. Kol Tuv. Bye-bye.